I've been getting him his coffee for 4 years now, and this guy just comes in here.
Why doesn't he love me?
Help yourself. Citizens of the Reject Nation, welcome to Historical Tuesday, Dramatic Tuesday. Could be Wildcard Wednesday, could be Comedy Saturday. I don't know, is this a comedy, Aaron? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I will be transparent, Aaron, as I always am, even though I get called the opposite in the comments section, which Aaron says for the life of me, for the mental health of me, I should stay out of. But, you know, I love interacting with you guys. I've seen this film. It's been a long time, quite a long time, actually. So I wanted to get back into this and check it out again. So I don't remember a ton. I remember a couple things, but not much. Aaron, what about you? Have you seen Good Will Hunting?
I've seen this once in my youth on, I believe, ABC Family, and have not watched it since. So I'm excited to watch it again as an adult and get in some new adult perspective on this classic film.
Awesome. Very long time for you. Okay, well, we'll see if the film lives up to the hype that it came out with back in 1997, where it won a ton of awards. So I'm excited to get back into it, as well as Aaron. We're going to get right into Good Will Hunting here. Are we ready, Aaron?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's do it. Nothing controversial about that company, Aaron.
Whatever could you be referring to?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm sure everything's squeaky clean over there.
Gus Van Sant.
Good filmmaker. He was also on Entourage.
I like this kaleidoscope visual they have going on here.
Yeah, it makes me feel dumb because I am. I wish I was smart.
Makes me feel like I'm a fly. So that's how they see.
Not a spider, but a fly?
Yep.
Oh, Eric Selvig. Look at that. You got Eric Selvig and you got Matt Damon, two Thor. Right?
You got Minnie Driver, Adam's sister.
Are they really related, or did you just make that up?
I just made that up.
Oh, because I actually did not know that for a fact, so I was like, that'd be interesting.
I mean, I've never seen another person named Driver before. That'd be their legal name.
There's a great rom-com with Minnie Driver. I think it's called Return to Me with David Duchovny. That's a beautiful rom-com. Remember that one hit me in the feels. Yeah, the score is very inspiring. Oh, Kevin Smith. I did not know he worked on this.
I mean, they were pretty close back then, him and Ben Affleck.
That makes sense. Good point. The score is very inspiring and enthralling.
Okay, this kid's studying, mattress on the floor.
Looks like my room.
Yeah, I love the layout of his space. Yeah, he tells a lot in such a short period of time in a small, condensed room.
Tells that he's got a lot on his mind. Wonder if Roxy and Coy have been to this specific location.
Yes, because all Bostonians have been all...
It's a small place, you know? I gotta go back. It's been so long.
Oh, that's nice. Them on screen with the writing credit over top.
Nice touch.
That's fun. Though the nitpicky part of my brain wishes the names were reversed because it would have been over the person who was playing it.
I could be wrong, but I believe Matt Damon turned down, obviously Avatar we know, but I believe he also turned down Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight before Aaron Eckhart accepted the role.
Wow.
Mod FX square D.
It's okay, his career turned out okay.
I also put an advanced Fourier system. Now, the person to do so will not only be in my good graces, but also go on to fame and fortune by having their accomplishment recorded and their name printed.
This is where ChatGPT would come in handy.
Well, that's all. If you have any questions, I'm sure that Tom has the answers.
I forgot this man was in the movie. I had no recollection of that.
Stellan Skarsgård, you mean?
Yeah.
Dude, him and his children, they're very they're very talented.
Mm-hmm.
I guess adult children.
He's a janitor as opposed to a student. Okay.
I think it's social, just his social status. I don't know if he can afford college, what it seemed and where he was living.
Yeah, he did a mattress in the corner of the room on the floor, so.
I didn't get on Kathy last night.
No?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Kathy!
What?
Why didn't you give me none of that nasty little hoochie woochie?
Like I'd waste my energy spreading my legs for that Tootsie Roll?
Damn.
Tootsie Roll!
It's like, at least bring some tweezers if we're going to hook up.
Was that Casey?
Yeah, that was Casey Affleck and the other.
Wow.
I'm gonna take off.
Fuck you, you're taking off. It's like, what, 10 o'clock?
I'm tired.
Nice. You know what all that means, right?
Totally. Yep. I speak math fluently. This is really a beautiful score.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I love the bombastic action scores of the late 80s or early mid-90s of Danny Elfman. They're phenomenal, but I love when he delves into dramatic scores as well. He's really versatile like that. He knows how to hit you in the feels. I think one of his most underrated scores is Ang Lee's Hulk. Go check that one out. It's really good. The score.
Oh, he's solving it. Well, yeah, I guess he was doing that in the mirror, but
All right.
not even being in the class.
My type of place to go. Whoa, I would not stand there without an L screen, dude. That is stupid.
Stop crowding the plane.
Man, for
Casey's bouncing up a bar at Harvard next week. We should go up there. What are we gonna do up there? We'll fuck up some smart kids. Probably fit right in.
oh, if I was the cage owner right now, I'd be freaking out right now because he could get hit also from other people. Mm-hmm. Like insurance-wise, this is not very good.
Professor Lambeau, I'm in your applied theories class. We're all up at the Math and Science building.
Come here. It's Saturday. Unless you want to have a drink with me tonight.
Oh, gosh.
We just couldn't
Was
wait
that one
until
of his
Monday to
students?
find out.
Find out
They
what?
said that.
I feel like it is.
Theorem.
Yeah, it's for sure. What it is, too.
Okay. I mean, she's over 18, but be careful walking that line.
Still icky.
Yeah. So Matt Damon's character came up with ChatGPT. I knew it.
This is correct. Who did this?
The janitor.
Wasn't me. Amish? No way.
Oh, that actor. Wasn't he in American Reunion? He was Stifler's boss, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Good pull.
Kid! Joey, take it out.
Good swing, got the barrel behind the ball, but I'd like him to get more into launch position when he lands. Knob on the catcher, barrel over the shoulder.
Who's the girl with the striped pants? She's got a nice ass.
Yeah, that's her own nice ass.
Who's the guy she's with?
It's that fucking guinea. I hate that.
Pretty sure that's Cole Hauser, Aaron. Too Fast, Too Furious bad guy.
Let's go to Kelly's.
Mark, I'm not going to Kelly's just because you like the takeout, girl. It's 15 minutes out of our way.
What the fuck are we gonna do? We can't spare 15 minutes.
It's cool.
Chuck ahead a double burger.
Would you shut the fuck up? I know what you ordered. I was there.
So give me my fucking sandwich.
What do you mean your sandwich? I bought it.
Why don't you just give me my sandwich and stop being a prick?
All right, well, give me your fucking 16 cents that you got on you now. We'll put your fucking sandwich on layup. What am I, fucking sandwich welfare? I think you should establish a good line of credit.
6 cents a day.
Remember, your mother brought in $10 every day for a year? She finally got a couch Renaissance style.
Can I have my food now, please?
Here's your fucking double burger.
I don't know if I've seen that in a movie together before.
Casey and Ben?
Yeah.
I know that Ben directed him. Was it Gone, Baby Gone? Is that what it's called?
Possibly.
I've never
No, he's in. I think he's in Gone Baby Gone. I don't know. It's been
Casey
a
is,
long
but
time.
Ben directed it. I've never seen it. I've always wanted to.
Be a good one.
Let me tell you something. You're out there in 2 fucking seconds. When I'm done with them, you're next.
Ooh.
It's me, Will. Remember we went to kindergarten together?
Oh, shit. That was the guy we just saw at the baseball game with the girl with the nice ass, right?
I believe so. Damn.
Ooh.
What are you doing, man? Whoa.
Whoa,
You're getting
damn.
out some demons. It's not even about that guy.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Thanks for coming out. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh.
You're hitting the cops. It's crazy, dude.
Probably not the smartest choice there. Ew.
Why, man?
Well, by no stretch of my imagination do I believe you've all come here to hear me lecture, or rather to ascertain the identity of the mystery math magician.
It was Aaron.
Caught me.
Well, no one can lie and say they did it because they're going to be expected to do it again. So
Right.
you don't want to look like a fool.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint my spectators, but it seems there will be no unmasking here today.
It was Bruce Wayne.
It's kind of wild that many kids care about who solved a math problem.
My colleagues and I have conferred, and there is a problem on the board right now that took us more than 2 years to prove. So let this be said. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
So it took them 2 years to figure it out. It took Matt Damon less than a day or two to figure it out.
Yeah, man.
Damn. That is a genius.
Gotcha.
I knew it. It was the one-armed man.
What are you doing? Sorry. That's people's work.
You just left them bucking them up.
Hey, fuck you. Oh, you're a clever one. What's your name?
They don't think he's capable of that.
Yeah. I think there's the old tale. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Because you saw him as in a janitor's attire doesn't mean he's not capable of being extremely intuitive and intelligent.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Let's go get him.
Looks right.
Hey, I love a good reaction shot.
I'm gonna have to bust a little move on them Harvard honeys down the end of the bar. Work some magic. Get some pussy, Buster.
Appreciate a courageous, direct person.
So do you ladies,
How often?
do I come here? I come here a bit. I'm here, from time to time. Do you go to school here?
Yeah.
I think they dated in real life.
Oh, cool.
I think.
Maybe.
Yes, I think that's what it was. You don't necessarily might not remember me.
Oh, God.
I like it here. It doesn't mean because I go here I'm a genius.
Guy looks douchey.
What class did you say that was?
History. Yeah.
Just history? It must have been a survey course. How'd you like that course?
Frankly, I found the class, rather elementary.
Clark, why don't you go away?
Why don't you relax?
Why don't you go away?
I'm just having fun with my new friend, that's all.
Didn't seem like we're both having fun here.
You might give me some insight into the evolution of the market economy in the southern colonies.
What an arrogant.
Yeah.
Of course that's your
Hang on a
intention.
second.
You're a first-year grad student. You just got finished reading some Marxian historian, Pete Garrison, probably. Then you're going to be talking about how the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740.
Hey.
And here regurgitating Gordon Wood, talking about, the pre-revolutionary utopia and the capital-forming effects of military mobilization.
Woo.
Drastically underestimates the impact of social distinctions predicated upon wealth, especially inherited wealth. You got that from Vic, work in Essex County, page 98, right? Were you going to plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts?
You think you're so big and bad until someone comes here and challenges you.
Is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you pawn it off as your own idea just to impress some girls? Embarrass my friend?
Yeah, man. Screw you.
Ooh.
In 50 years, you're going to start doing some thinking on your own, and you're going to come up with the fact that there are two certainties in life. One, don't do that. And two, you dropped 150 grand on a fucking education you could have got for $1.50 in late charges at the public library.
Yeah, but I will have a degree.
He's so quick-witted, man.
I'm
Yeah.
serving my kids fries at a drive-thru on our way to a skiing trip.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't hit him.
Yeah, but at least I won't be unoriginal. But, if you have a problem like that, we could just step outside. We could figure it out.
Ooh. You got the book smarts and the street smarts.
It's cool.
It's cool.
At least he's smart enough to not get in a fight with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
smart.
ownage. Mic drop.
Yeah.
That was a great monologue from Matt Damon. Mm-hmm. Super sharp, quick-witted. Awesome monologue.
You're an idiot.
What?
You're an idiot. I've been sitting over there for 45 minutes waiting for you to come and talk to me.
Ooh.
And I have to go home. And I couldn't sit there anymore waiting for you.
Well, I'm well.
Skylar. Oh, and by the way, that guy over there, Michael Bolton clone. He wasn't singing with us, so to speak.
Yeah, no, I kind of got that impression.
Well, I've got to go. Gotta get up early and waste some more money on my overpriced education. There's my number, so maybe we can go out for coffee sometime.
All right, yeah. Maybe we could just get together and eat a bunch of caramels.
What do you mean?
When you think about it, it's as arbitrary as drinking coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
How cynical he can be.
That's great. Right.
Hey, fucking Sam. He lives in fucking Barney's right now. Hey, wait, hold skiing trip. Should have beat them.
It's a warmth type of cynical.
Oh, is he still gonna mess with that guy?
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, I got a number.
Hey.
How do you like them apples?
What can I do for you?
I just need the name of the student who works here.
No students work for me.
I have this guy who works in my building. He's about this high.
Which one is your building?
2.
He didn't even know what building he was in.
I can't give you his name unless you have a complaint.
This is Professor Lambeau.
And this is Professor Hayes.
This is important, please.
Well, he didn't show for work today. Got this job through his PO. You can call him.
P.O.
Police officer? Parole officer, I mean. Yeah.
Your Honor, Henry Ward Beecher in Proverbs from the Plymouth Pulpit, 1886.
Should just be a lawyer.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Gonna make a mockery of the court.
I am afforded the right to speak in my own defense.
He's a regular Mike Ross.
By the Constitution of the United States. This is the same
Don't tell me
document
about
which
the
guarantees my
Constitution of the
liberty.
United States.
Now, liberty, in case you've forgotten, is the soul's right to breathe.
That's a bar.
June 93, assault. September 93, assault.
Oh, shit. Ugh.
Wow.
Only you defended yourself and had the case thrown out by citing free property rights of horse and carriage from 1798. I'm also aware that you've been through several foster homes. The state removed you from 3 because of serious physical abuse. You know, another judge might care, but you hit a cop, you're going in. Motion to dismiss is denied. $50,000 bail.
Shit. What a great way to establish, giving us his history.
Yeah, why he's so mentally scarred.
Yeah, an organic way to present exposition, but yeah, that as well.
You know, the really
great dual purpose.
funny, good-looking guy you met at the bar the other night?
I don't recall meeting anyone who matches that description.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I like how she's playing hard to get. Let's go.
Toothless loser who got hammered and wouldn't leave you alone all night.
Oh, Will. I remember. How are you? I was wondering if you'd call me.
Yeah, look, I was wondering.
What's up?
Hold on one second.
You doing?
Hey.
What's up, baby? Want some of my ass?
What happened to your eyebrows, bro?
Where are you?
Well, actually, this is just a shot in the dark, but there's no chance that you're pre-law.
I mean, is she gonna outclass you when it comes to law?
What the fuck do you want? I'm Gerald Lambeau, the professor you're told to fuck himself.
Tell a lot. That probably tells a lot of people that.
I've spoken to the judge, and he's agreed to release you under my supervision.
Really?
Wow.
But under 2 conditions.
Just swayed $50,000 bail.
Condition is that you meet with me every week.
What for?
More advanced combinatorial mathematics.
I always suck with a match.
Sounds like a real hoot.
And the second condition is that you see a therapist. If you fail to meet with any of those conditions, you will have to serve time.
All right, I'll do the math, but I'm not going to meet with any fucking therapist.
Yeah.
It's better than spending that time in jail, isn't it?
I think that's a good trade-off.
No, it is a great deal, Beats being in jail.
Yeah, it's fascinating. This professor, Stellan Skarsgård, he looks down on other people because they're not on his level intellectually. But with him, it's like, holy shit.
You finally found it, right?
Yeah.
He's jealous.
I've been getting him his coffee for 4 years now, and this guy just comes in here.
Why doesn't he love me?
Help yourself.
Go help yourself.
I read your book, and Mike was having the same problems that Chad, the stockbroker, was having.
Absolutely right.
Huh?
The pressures, and I'm not judging them, I'm not labeling them, but they are destroying your potential. There are no more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery.
What kind of therapist is this?
You're right.
I'm supposed to be judging him.
You hide, do you?
No. I mean, I go places. I interact. There's certain clubs.
Well, that's nice. Yes. What sort of clubs?
Like fantasy.
Oh, you playing him? You playing the game?
The music like owns you. It's like that house music. It's like bum bum.
That's so funny.
Boom boom. You know, you start dancing.
Boom boom.
Just
boom. Yes.
Do you find it hard to hide the fact that you're gay?
What are you talking about? What?
Look, buddy, 2 seconds ago you were ready to give me a jump.
A jump?
I don't care if you putt from the rough.
What are you putting from the rough? What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, you clocked him. You see, he's all flustered.
I like how he's getting under the skin of his therapist.
It's not worth it. Well, I'm going on national television next week. I haven't even got time to tell you, much less talk to that raving loony in there. An absolute lunatic.
Wow, you're a terrible therapist.
How old are you? 7.
Was it like a hypnotist?
What is it? It's like it's a figure. It's hovering over me. It's touching. Where is it touching you? It's touching me down there. I'm nervous. You don't have to be nervous, Will.
Why are they there for this?
Start
Tell her his teachers.
dancing. It's so beautiful. Can make a lot of love before the sun goes down. Hey, afternoon delight. Come on, one dance. You really hypnotized me, you know.
He's really good at deflecting and then putting the attention on other people.
I called Mel Weintraub this morning to see if he's
What's the
available.
use? Well, there is someone. He used to be my roommate in college.
Bunker Hill Community College.
Maureen, stop the oral fixation for a moment and join us.
Trust is life.
Wow. It's very deep. Thank you, Vinny.
Trust is life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Gerald Lambeau, Fields Medal winner for combinatorial mathematics. We'll see you Monday. We'll be talking about Freud, why he did enough cocaine to kill a small horse.
Sean.
Yeah?
I think I got something interesting for you.
What? You have to have blood and urine? What's up? What makes him so incredible, Jerry?
Ever heard of Ramanujan?
No.
But he came across this old math text. And from this simple text, he was able to extrapolate theories that had baffled mathematicians for years.
Yeah, continued fractions.
Well, he mailed it to Hardy.
Yeah.
Hardy in Cambridge.
Sure.
And brought him over to England.
Ramanujan, is that what he's called?
This Ramanujan, his genius was unparalleled, Sean. This boy is just like that.
I love the lighting in this scene on these close-ups.
He's a bit defensive.
Very guarded now.
And I need someone who can get through to him.
Like me.
Flex a lot.
How many shrinks you go to before me?
Oh, 5.
Yeah, man.
Sean, please. Just meet with him once a week. Please. Don't let him know what you got. He probably even read your book, if you could find it.
It's going to be hard for him to find.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped.
I didn't even get to see
Let
the
the
other
healing begin.
therapists.
Yeah, please, Tom.
You too, Jerry.
Yeah, of course.
Huh.
Do you like books?
Yeah?
Do you read any of these books?
I don't know.
How about any of these books?
Probably not.
What about the ones on the top shelf? You read those?
Yeah, I read those.
Good for you.
Hey, I'm not here for a fucking book report. They're your books. Why don't you read them?
I did. I had to.
The United States of America, A Complete History, Volume 1.
Look like Vietnam, but not sure.
You want to read a real history book, read Howard Zinn's People's History of the United States. That book will fucking knock you on your ass.
Better than Chomsky's Manufacturing Consent? You work out, huh?
What, you lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nautilus?
No, free weights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Free weights, huh?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah?
Just like that.
What do you bench?
285. What do you bench?
You paint that? It's a real piece of shit.
Oh, well, tell me what you really think.
The linear and impressionistic mix makes a very muddled composition.
Like everything is so deep with him.
You know what the real bitch of it is? It's paint by number.
Is it color by number? Because the colors are fascinating to me.
Are they really? What about that?
I think you're about one step away from cutting your fucking ear off.
Really?
Ooh.
Think I should move to the south of France, change my name to Vincent?
Yeah, maybe that means you.
In what way?
Maybe you're in the middle of a storm, a big fucking storm.
Yeah.
The sky's falling on your head, the waves are crashing over your little boat, the oars are about to snap.
Sounds like you're projecting.
You're crying for the harbor, so maybe you do what you gotta do to get out. You know, maybe you became a psychologist.
Bingo. That's it.
Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth.
Oh, touchy.
Well, that's it, isn't it? You married the wrong woman. What happened?
Dude, you're going too far.
Why'd she leave you? Was she
God.
some other guy?
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you.
He's a Southie. You don't mess with Southies.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that rage. Yeah.
At ease, gentlemen.
Damn. That might have been my favorite scene in the movie so far.
I'll understand if you don't want to meet with him again. Thursday, 4 o'clock. Make sure the kid's here.
Oh, I'm locked in.
Oh, man. Struck a chord in the wrong way with him there.
Yeah, man. He's hitting that bottle.
This is his wife.
Pondering. Yeah, man.
Life can be beautiful and so tragic at the same time.
Yeah.
It's amazing when an actor can do such a great job of acting without saying one damn word.
No, that's cool. I mean, I bet your parents were happy to pay.
No, I was happy to pay. I inherited the money.
Nice.
Wow. Well, is Harvard getting all that money?
No, Stanford. I'm going there in June when I graduate.
Oh, man.
Use this sailor and then run away, huh?
Well, I was gonna, experiment on you for anatomy class first.
Oh, this is some beautiful flirting going on.
Oh, they have great chemistry.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, you need my wand.
All right, give me a hit. Thank you. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow. How do you do that?
I don't know, man.
I think for me, you know what I mean? I know you've been thinking.
I like how down to earth she is.
No, I really haven't.
Just have you happen to get a good night kiss?
No,
It's not very arrogant.
Good night, late. No, I was hoping for a kiss.
Well, I think we should just get out of the way now.
Right now?
No.
So I can't take a mint or something? Okay.
Hey. You guys, adorable.
I think I got some of your pickle.
That's cute.
Yeah.
You again, huh?
Come with me.
If you want to live.
Thought about what you said to me the other day about my painting. Stayed up half the night thinking about it. You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. If I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel.
He hasn't experienced life.
Yeah.
If I ask you about women, you'd probably give me a syllabus of your personal favorites. But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy.
Oh.
You're a tough kid. I ask you about war, you'd probably throw Shakespeare at me, right? Once more into the breach, dear friends.
I love that we're staying on a close-up of him.
You've never held your best friend's head in your lap and watch him gasp his last breath looking to you for help.
Jesus.
I ask you about love.
Oh, man.
But you've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Known someone that could level you with her eyes. Feeling like God put an angel on earth just for you.
This even is poetic.
To have that love for her, be there forever. Through anything. Through cancer. And you would know about sleeping sitting up in a hospital room for 2 months, holding her hand. You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much. I look at you, I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid. But you presume to know everything about me because you saw a painting of mine. You ripped my fucking life apart.
Ooh.
You're an orphan, right?
You got him speechless now.
Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life has been? How you feel? Who you are? Because I read Oliver Twist. Does that encapsulate you? I don't give a shit about all that, because you know what? I can't learn anything from you. I can't read in some fucking book. Unless you want to talk about you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that, do you, sport?
He doesn't want to open up.
You're terrified of what you might say. Your move, Chief.
Aaron, I changed my mind. This might be my favorite scene in the movie.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It messed me up.
Robin Williams. Wow.
Truly, dude.
Sir, I'm curious how many takes it took to nail that, because that was sheer brilliance.
That was just life, man. That was so real.
Like, you might be a genius, but I've experienced life.
Yeah, and you can't size somebody up based off of what you read. You got to get to know somebody, because that doesn't encapsulate the entirety of who they are.
Yeah, and the only way to heal is to talk to me.
But I also like the fact that he through being vulnerable with him, is now giving him an invitation
to be a vulnerable back.
Exactly.
No smoking.
Obviously, part of our job here is to be reacting and talking as the movie goes along. It's what we have to do as we watch movies. But something about when the two of them are talking, I just want to hang on to every word.
He just sat there counting the seconds until the session was over. Pretty impressive, actually. Why would he do that? Prove to me he doesn't have to talk to me if he doesn't want to.
It's a real piece of work.
And I can't talk first.
A tree structure won't work.
Look now, he's joining the two vertices.
But I can do the sum. If we do the whole thing this way, then
Hey, look. I wrote it down. It's simpler this way.
God, I remember those type of projections.
The overhead projectors? Yeah. So nostalgic.
Yeah.
I remember that transition between before we got to whiteboards, at least in my school, it was still chalk.
Is he like so ashamed to admit he's correct?
Yeah. Shit.
Like, I've been studying my whole life to be where I'm at in this position. This kid just comes off the street and outsmarts me.
Mm-hmm. Must be so frustrating for them.
Yeah.
I was on this plane once, and I'm sitting there, and captain gets on, he does this whole, we'll be cruising at 35,000 feet, but then he puts the mic down, he forgets to turn it off. And so he turns to the co-pilot, and he's like, all I could use right now is a fucking blowjob and a cup of coffee.
Oh, no.
So the stewardess fucking goes bombing up from the back of the plane to tell him that the microphone's still on. This guy in the back of the plane's like, hey, hon, don't forget the coffee.
You ever been on a plane?
No, but it's a fucking joke. It works better if I tell it in the first person.
Yeah, it does.
I have been laid,
Really? Good for you.
Big time. I went on a date last week.
How'd it go?
It was good.
Hey.
Going out again?
I don't know.
Why not?
I haven't called her.
Christ, you're an amateur.
Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, but this girl's like, beautiful. She's smart. She's fun. She's different from most of the girls I've been with.
Call her up, Romeo.
Why? So I can realize she's not that smart, that she's fucking boring. This girl's like fucking perfect right now. I don't want to ruin that.
You want to stay in the idea of her rather than explore who she actually is.
Yeah, but you got to be willing to take that risk.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous.
She used to fart in her sleep. I'm sorry I shared that with you. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up.
Aww.
She woke up and got like, oh, was that you? See, I didn't have the heart to tell
her. Oh, what a good husband said, yeah, hon, that was me.
Oh, Christ. But she's been dead 2 years, and that's the shit I remember.
Aw.
Little things like that. Yeah, but those are the things I miss the most. The little idiosyncrasies that only I know about.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, and she had the goods on me, too. She knew all my little peccadillos. People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff.
It's the little things.
You're not perfect, sport. And let me save you the suspense. This girl you met, she isn't perfect either.
Nobody is.
But the question is whether or not you're perfect for each other. That's the whole deal. That's what intimacy is all about.
Got to figure it out.
Now, you can know everything in the world, sport, but the only way you're finding out that one is by giving it a shot. You certainly don't learn from an old fucker like me.
Yeah.
Even if I did know, I wouldn't tell a pissant like you.
Why not? You told me every other fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Fucking talk more than any shrink I ever seen in my life.
I teach this shit. I didn't say I know how to do it.
You ever think about getting remarried?
My wife's dead.
Hence the word remarried.
She's dead.
Well, I think that's a super philosophy, Sean. I mean, that way you could actually go through the rest of your life without ever really knowing anybody.
Flipped it back on him.
Time's up.
boy. It's really like they're both healing in this. What a lovely, lovely voice.
Do you mind 7 7 the full chords? Hello.
Hey.
She's so adorable.
I thought you'd call.
I'm sorry, I blew it. I was wondering if you'd give me another crack at it, let me take you out again.
Oh, I can't.
All right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean I can't, like, ever.
Just right now?
I've got to assign the proton spectrum for ibogamine. But then maybe some other time.
So, like tomorrow?
Yeah, all right.
Did we establish time and place?
No, I'm just going to feel it out.
Just tomorrow we're just going to meet?
Yeah, he still has her number. I'm sure they'll get the details.
That's a good
organized.
point. That's a very true point.
What are you doing here?
I couldn't wait till tomorrow.
Hey, or he'll do that. That answers my question.
Where the fuck did you get this?
I had to sleep with someone in your class.
Huh?
Come on, let's go have some fun.
No, I've got to learn this.
Well, you're not going to his surgery tomorrow, are you?
No?
Let's go.
A convincing argument.
So did you grow up around here then?
Not far south Boston.
He's a Southie.
You got lots of brothers and sisters?
Irish Catholic, what do you think?
All right. How many?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
What, 5? 7? How many?
Jesus.
I have 12 big brothers.
Holy Nikes. That is a lot.
Do you know all their names?
Yeah, they're my brothers.
What are they called?
Marky, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian.
That was 12.
Well, they all live in Southie. I'm living with 3 of them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to meet them.
Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, I read your book last night.
Oh, so you're the one.
You ever wonder what your life would be like if you never met your wife?
It's an important question, because you'll have bad times, but that'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to.
Yeah.
And you don't regret
a sense of gratitude.
Your wife. Why? Because the pain I feel now? Oh, I got regrets.
Had some of the best times of his life with her.
Regret a single day I spent with her.
Yeah. It was worth it for love.
So when did you know, that she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975.
Hey, it's my brother's birthday.
Christ, you know the fucking day?
Oh, yeah. It was Game 6 of the World Series.
Carlton Fisk, or who was it?
Day of the game. We're sitting in a bar waiting for the game to start, and in walks this girl. It was an amazing game, though. Bottom of the 12th, in stepped Carlton.
Did I call that Carlton Fisk?
Got that weird stand?
He owns that city.
He clocks it,
Listen, Aaron, I'm not going to listen to this talk.
People on their feet, yelling at the ball, but that's nothing because Fisk, he's waving at the ball like a madman. He's going, get out!
It's cool that they got this archive footage.
Yeah.
And 35,000 fans, they charge the field, Yeah. Did you rush the field?
No, I didn't rush the fucking field. I wasn't there.
He's at the bar. Oh.
No, I was in a bar having a drink
Yeah,
with my
yeah.
future wife.
You missed Pudge Fist's home run?
Oh, yeah.
To have a fucking drink with some lady you never met?
I like how they're bonding over something that they love, baseball.
God, and who are these fucking friends of yours? They let you get away with that?
I had to.
Yeah, what did you say to them?
Just slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry, guys, I gotta see about a girl.
Oh.
See about a girl? Yeah. That's what you said? I had.
I would do the same thing if it was the right woman.
Yeah, they saw in my eyes and I meant it.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you, Will. That's why I'm not talking right now about some girl I saw at a bar 20 years ago and how I always regretted not going over and talking to her.
Yeah.
The 18 years I was married to Nancy. I don't regret the 6 years I had to give up counseling when she got sick. And I don't regret the last years when she got really sick.
Oh, buddy.
I sure as hell don't regret missing a damn game. That's regret.
Wow.
Yeah. That's such a beautiful way of looking at it.
She was sick for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to catch that game, though.
I didn't know Pudge was gonna hit a home run.
Peter? I'm very, very useful on the court. I'm extremely tall.
Oh, I used to have one of those.
NBA. It is decidedly so.
Are you going to be on the Celtics, the Lakers? Which team?
Why do we always stay here?
Because it's nicer than my place.
Yes, but I've never seen your place.
He's afraid of being judged for his place.
What if I said I would not sleep with you again until you let me meet your friends?
All right, we'll meet them as soon as possible.
Say it's like 4:30 in the morning. They're probably up.
Men are shameless.
Yes, we are.
If you're not thinking with your wiener, then you're acting directly on its behalf.
That's the same thing that told you he was going to play in the NBA.
Well,
I think
exactly.
I'm in.
So look out. You better start buying some season tickets. I plan to. I'm tall. I like wearing shorts.
I like wearing shorts too, as you guys have pointed out in many videos.
No, that's my kidney.
I like this is more intimate and sensual than it is like sexual. This isn't a sex scene. This is about them connecting.
It's less Game of Thrones and more intimate.
Exactly.
Well, I can't believe you brought Skylar here. We fucking all bombed and drinking.
I'm going to Bender for 6-8 months. Did I ever tell you what happened to him when he was driving up there and he got pulled over? I told you guys, right?
Uncle Marty, yeah.
Let me tell you what happened to my Uncle Marty.
Let me guess. Uncle Marty went in a DeLorean and went back in time.
He's about to throw the cuffs on him and put him in jail. All of a sudden, 50 yards down the road, there's this huge fucking boom, right? Turns around. You got shot? No, some. You heard the story before. Some other guy's car had hit a tree.
Ugh.
Anyway,
How could he hear the other car accident that wasn't right behind
I'm gonna break your neck. Shut up. Okay, shut up.
Dude, he keeps interrupting his story.
After a few minutes of just lying in his own piss and vomit, my uncle starts wondering what he's doing there. Gets up, gets in his car, and just drives home. Uncle's just passed out, and he hears this knocking at the door. So he goes downstairs, fucking pulls the door, going, what? Stays like, fuck do you mean, what? You know what? I pulled you over last night as what? And you fucking took off. He's like, bitch, I never seen you before in my life. He's like, you know who I am. Let me get in your garage. I was like, all right, fine. Takes him out of the garage, opens the door, and there's this Stades police cruiser.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jesus, how messed up drunk was he?
I had been so embarrassed, he didn't do anything. He'd been driving around all night in my uncle's Chevelle.
And then an idea for the film The Hangover was born.
Trying to clarify something, probably.
You're
get too embarrassed
embarrassing,
to ask because you know it doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense if you listen to the story and quit asking.
There's an old couple in bed, Mary and Paddy. And they wake up on the morning of their 50th anniversary. And Mary looks over and gazes adoringly at Paddy. She's like, oh, Jesus, Paddy, you're such a good-looking fella. I love you. Anything your little heart desires, I'm going to give it to you. What would you like? Paddy's like, Mary, that's a very sweet offer. In 50 years, there's one thing that's been missing. And I would like you to give me. And Mary's like, all right. She takes the teeth out, puts them in the glass. And afterwards, Paddy's like, jeez, now that's what I've been missing. That was the most beautiful, earth-shattering thing ever. Is there anything that I can do for you? And Mary looks up at him and she goes, give us a kiss.
Oh,
I've ever done that.
It's always nice to meet you.
Oh.
Take it easy.
sweetheart.
All right, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it.
I'm serious about you dropping me off first.
It's real.
Just because you don't have to sleep in your one-room palace
All
tonight.
right,
Don't start
all right,
thinking you're
come on.
bad.
Hey, wait a minute. You said we were going to see your place.
Ooh.
Tonight, not any other night, hon. He knows once you see that little shithole, he's getting dropped like a bad habit.
If I want to meet your brothers.
No, we're gonna do that another time.
All right.
I like how she's not
There's no-
judgmental in any way.
And I yell, don't forget the coffee.
Oh, shit. You didn't say that.
For Christ's sake, Marty, it's a joke.
Oh, is it the with the on the air speaker airplane joke? He used it.
That's great.
It took me a moment to what joke is he saying?
Put on my tab.
You ever plan on paying your tab?
Yeah, Chief. Got the winning lottery ticket right here.
What's the jackpot?
12 million.
I don't think that'll cover it.
I think you only get to keep 50%, right? If you take the winnings right away. Still, $6 million's nice. I'll take it.
You wanted to talk about Will. Seems to be going well. I think so.
Same.
Have you talked to him at all about his future? No, we haven't gotten into that yet. We're still banging away at the past.
Well, maybe you should. My phone's been ringing off the hook.
Dude, you can't rush this shit.
Yeah.
Well, cutting-edge mathematics, think tanks, the kind of place where a mind like Will's is given free reign.
It's great that they're off us, but I don't really think he's ready for that.
Yeah.
Tim, can you help us? We're trying to settle a bet. Uh-oh. You've heard of Albert Einstein?
Who?
How about Gerald Lambo? Ever heard of him?
No.
Thank you, Tim.
So who won the bet?
I did. Nothing compared to this young man.
He's like, I would give anything to be this guy.
In 1905, there were hundreds of professors renowned for their study of the universe, but it was a 26-year-old Swiss patent clerk doing physics in his spare time who changed the world.
Okay, but dude, this man healing is more important than this.
Yeah, he's talking about living up to his potential.
In the 1960s, there was a young man graduated from University of Michigan. Did some brilliant work in mathematics. Then he went on to Berkeley, was assistant professor, showed amazing potential. Then he moved to Montana, and he blew the competition away.
Yeah, so who was he?
Ted Kaczynski.
The Unabomber.
Who's Ted Kaczynski? Unabomber.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. We got to give this kid direction. He can contribute to the world, and we can help him do that.
Direction's one thing, manipulation's another.
Yeah.
When I was 18, and it still took me over 20 years to do something worthy of a Fields Medal.
Well, maybe he doesn't want what you want.
Yeah.
There's more to life than a fucking Fields Medal.
Agreed.
Let's talk about the boy. Why don't we give him time to figure out what he wants?
That's a wonderful theory, Sean. It worked wonders for you, didn't it?
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, it did, you arrogant fucking prick.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I came here today. I came here out of courtesy. I wanted to keep you in the loop.
Oh, nice to be in the loop.
We've already offered you a position.
Nobody in this town works without a retainer, guys. But I think we all know that person's not going to represent you as well as I can.
Will, our offer is $84,000 a year plus
Retainer!
You want us to give you cash right now?
Nah, I didn't say that. Your situation, for you, would be concurrently improved if I had $200 in my back pocket right now.
Oh, well, I don't think I can... Got
This guy has not moved.
$73. Will you take a check?
You realize they're getting played.
I don't know what your reputation is in this town, but after the shit you tried to pull today, you can bet I'll be looking into you.
Oh, no? I guess he was not as wise.
Heretofore, you can speak with my aforementioned attorney. Good day, gentlemen. And until that day comes, keep your ear to the grindstone.
Can't believe he talked to him to give him that money. This movie was sponsored by Pete's Coffee.
And Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
You want some help?
No.
Come on, give me one little peek.
No. It is actually important that I learn this.
I appreciate that she doesn't want to take shortcuts and have him just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why don't we just hang out here all day?
Yes, why don't we? Let me ask you a question. Do you have a photographic memory?
I don't know. I just kind of remember, you know.
Well, have you studied organic chemistry?
A little bit.
Oh, just for fun?
Yeah, for kicks.
Yeah, it's so much fun studying organic chemistry.
I agree. I like it.
Nobody studies it for fun. It's not a necessity, especially for someone like you.
Someone like me?
Someone who divides their time fairly evenly between batting cages and bars.
Oh,
You know, there are very smart people here at Harvard, and even they have to study because this is really hard, and yet...
so easy for you.
When I look at a piano, I see a bunch of keys, 3 pedals, and a box of wood. But Beethoven, Mozart, they saw it, they could just play.
It's like in their blood and DNA.
But you can do my OChem paper in under an hour.
Right, well, I mean, when it came to stuff like that, I could always just play.
Yeah, that's his piano.
I have to tell you something.
Huh?
I have to tell you something.
Oh.
Well,
Dang, he's getting in there. Cute.
If I were Matt Damon, I'd be like, we're going to do like 50 takes, right?
it's not fair.
What's not fair?
I've been here for 4 years, and I've only just found you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's beautiful.
Are you awake?
No.
We'll come to California with
What?
I want you to come to California with me.
That's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a big ask.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
How long have they been dating at this point, or do we not have a timeline?
They haven't specified.
I know, because I feel it.
You know, it's such a serious thing that you can't take it back, and now I'm stuck in California. Someone doesn't really want to be with me, just wish they had a take back.
I don't want to take back. I just want you to come to California with me.
Scares the shit out of him.
I can't go to California.
Why not?
Scared of being too close.
I've got a job here, and 2, because I live here.
If you don't love me, you should just tell me
I'm not
because it's
saying I
such a...
don't love you.
Why won't you come? What are you so scared of?
You seen the real him.
You live in this safe little world where no one challenges you, and you're scared shitless to do anything else because
Don't
that
tell
won't
me
mean
about
you
my
have to
world. Don't
change.
tell me about my world.
He doesn't like being challenged.
You're gonna marry some rich prick who your parents will approve of and just sit around with the other trust fund babies and talk about how you went slumming too once.
What is your obsession with this money?
He doesn't feel like he's good enough for her.
My father died when I was 13 and I inherited this money. You don't think every day I wake up and I wish that I could give it back, that I would give it back in a second? So don't put your shit on me.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I afraid of?
You're afraid of me, you're afraid that I won't love you back.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm afraid too. Fuck it, I want to give it a shot and at least I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not honest with you?
No, what about your 12 brothers?
What do you want to know? What? That I don't have 12 brothers?
Yeah.
That I'm a fucking orphan? No, you don't want to hear that.
I didn't know
no,
that.
you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that I
didn't
got
know it.
fucking cigarettes put out of me when I was a little kid.
Aww.
This isn't fucking surgery that the motherfucker stabbed me.
Aww.
Because I want to help you, because I
Help
want to
me?
be with
What the fuck? What do I got? A fucking sign on my back that says save me?
No.
Do I look like I need that?
No, God, I just want to be with you because I love you.
Don't bullshit me. Don't you fucking bullshit me.
I want to hear you say that you don't love me. Because if you say that, then I won't call you.
I don't love you.
She's afraid she won't accept him. He's terrified. Oh man, this is so real and so hard.
I hope you appreciate what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because I've seen how much he enjoys working with you, not against you.
I mean, from a financial perspective, I guess he's looking out for him, but he isn't, like, emotionally. He's not looking out for him.
Hey, look, can we do this at Sean's office from now on? Because I gotta knock off work to come here, and the commute is killing me.
Yeah, sure. What happened at the McNeil meeting?
I couldn't go. I had a date, so I sent my chief negotiator.
When I set up a meeting with my associates and you don't show up, it reflects poorly on me.
Then don't set up any more meetings.
Yeah.
I'll give you a job myself. I just wanted you to see what was out there.
Look, maybe I don't want to spend the rest of my fucking life sitting around explaining shit to people.
Think you could show me some appreciation.
Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
Damn.
That was great because, again, he's looked down on everyone intellectually speaking. Now he looks down on him there. Getting a taste of his own medicine.
Oh! He's just trying to burn everything down. Well, in this case, literally, but, you know, his life.
Yeah, that's more symbolic in that situation there.
Yeah, you're right, Will. I can't do this proof. But you can, and when it comes to that, it's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me. But I'm one of them.
Sorry.
Yeah, so am I. Most days I wish I never met you.
Damn.
Because then I could sleep at night. I didn't have to walk around with the knowledge that there was someone like you out there.
He didn't mean that in the way that he's probably taking it.
I didn't have to watch you throw it all away.
You can't project what you want onto someone else.
You guys handle 80% of the intelligence workload. You're 7 times the size of the CIA.
We don't like to brag about that, Will, but you're exactly right. The question isn't, why should you work for the NSA?
Why shouldn't you?
Why shouldn't you? It's a tough one. But I'll take a shot.
Because I don't want to violate other people's rights.
Maybe I take a shot at it, maybe I break it. And I'm real happy with myself because I did my job well. But maybe that code was the location of some rebel army in North Africa or the Middle East. And once they have that
Amazing transition.
1,500 people that I never met, never had no problem with, get killed.
He doesn't want to be responsible for that.
He comes back to find that the plant he used to work at got exported to the country he just got back from, and the guy who put the shrapnel in his ass got his old job because he'll work for 15 cents a day and no bathroom breaks. Fucking plays slalom with the icebergs. It ain't too long till he hits one, spills the oil, and kills all the sea life in the North Atlantic.
Jeez, all because he cracked the code.
Afford to drive, so he's walking to the fucking job interviews, which sucks because the shrapnel in his ass is giving him chronic hemorrhoids.
Ugh.
Yikes.
So what did I think? I'm holding out for something better.
I'm curious to see Robin Williams' reaction.
I could be elected president.
You feel like you're alone, Will?
Sheesh.
Do you have a soulmate?
Oh, great transition.
Yeah.
Define that.
Somebody who challenges you.
Chucky.
No, Chucky's family. He'd lie down in fucking traffic for you. I'm talking about someone who opens up things for you, touches your soul.
I got plenty.
I feel like that was her, right?
Definitely.
Minnie Driver.
So kind of Kant, Pope, Locke.
That's great.
That's-
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're not actual living people
they don't
that you
have to
can
engage
interact
with you.
with.
That's safe.
You'll never have that kind of relationship in a world where you're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
Yeah, it's very cynical.
What are you passionate about?
Tell him.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for this.
No. You were born with it, so don't cop out behind. I didn't ask for this.
What do you mean cop out? I mean, what's wrong with land brick?
Nothing.
I just have a little question here. You could be a janitor anywhere.
Why here?
Why did you work at the most prestigious technical college in the whole fucking world? Why did you sneak around at night and finish other people's formulas that only 1 or 2 people in the world could do and then lie about it? Because I don't see a lot of honor in that, Will.
He's got a point. He's got you.
I want to be a shepherd.
Really?
A good shepherd.
Maybe you should go do that.
What?
You know, if you're going to jerk off, why don't you just do it at home with a moist towel?
Not,
Or a glove.
Not a glove? That's what you just said.
Listen, you're not going to answer my questions. You're wasting my fucking time.
What? I thought we were friends. What do you mean you...
Playtime's over, okay?
Well, why are you kicking me out, Sean? I mean, what? I mean,
Wow.
you want to talk about soulmates? Where is she?
Dead.
That's right. She's fucking dead. She fucking dies, and you just cash in your chips and you walk away?
Hey, at least I played a hand.
Mm.
What do you want to do?
Let's go. Let's both heal.
You got a bullshit answer for everybody, but I ask you a very simple question, and you can't give me a straight answer because you don't know. See you, Bo Peep.
Oh, because the shepherd.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, call you up before you left.
Taking all these job interviews.
Well, I never really cared about that.
I never judged him one time. Not once.
I love you.
Say it. Say it.
Well,
You know he loves you too.
Take care.
Oh. Whoa.
bye.
Oh, man. It's so sad.
It's like, please come embrace and say you love me.
Mm-hmm.
Stop me from boarding this plane. Ah, man.
Well, if he doesn't show up and I file a report saying he wasn't here and he goes back to jail, he won't be on my conscience.
He's self-destructing right now.
So how's your lady?
She's gone. Medical school in California.
When was this?
It's like a week ago.
I think what we saw earlier, he'd make a great attorney.
And I'm gonna fucking live here the rest of my life.
20 years, if you're still living here, coming over my house to watch the Patriots game, still working construction, I'll fucking kill you.
Ooh.
Fuck you. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up and I'll be 50. And I'll still be doing this shit.
Mm.
That's all right. That's fine. I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in.
Ooh. Real talk.
Because I'd do fucking anything to have what you got. So would any of these fucking guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what the best part of my day is? For about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing.
What a great friend, man. Wants a great life for him.
I brought you in here because I wanted you to help me with the boy, not to run him out.
I know what I'm doing with the boy.
I don't care if you have a rapport with the boy. I don't care if you have a few laughs, even at my expense, but don't you dare undermine what I'm trying to do here.
Undermine. I do understand. He is at a fragile point, okay? He's got problems.
Well, what problems does he have?
Definitely got emotional fragility.
He's better off in jail, better off hanging out with a bunch of retarded gorillas.
Oh, why do you think he does that, Jerry? Do you have any fucking clue why?
Yeah.
Jerry, listen to me. Listen. Why is he hiding? Why doesn't he trust anybody? Because the first thing that happened to him, he was abandoned by the people who were supposed to love him the most.
Oh, come on, don't give me that Freud crap.
No, listen.
It's not Freudian. It's
Because any one of them, if he asked them to, would take a fucking bat to your head, okay?
They're loyal. They're not going to abandon him.
He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him.
He doesn't want to feel abandonment again.
And if you push him right now, it's going to be the same thing all over again, and I'm not going to let that happen to him.
He's actually caring.
Don't infect him with the idea that it's okay to quit, that it's okay to be a failure, because it's not okay, Sean.
It's not what he's doing. You're not listening to him.
I'm not angry at you, Jerry.
Oh, yes, you're angry at me, Sean. You resent me. You're angry at me for doing what you could have done, but ask yourself, Sean, if you want him to feel like a failure.
Oh, you arrogant shit. You think I'm a failure. I know who I am, and I'm proud of what I do.
You and your kiss-ass chorus, following you around going, the Fields Medal, the Fields Medal.
It's about my medal, is it? Oh, God, I can go home and get it for you. You can have it.
Oh, please don't. You know what, Jerry? Shove the medal up your fucking ass, all right? Because I knew you before you were a mathematical god. When you were pimple-faced and homesick and didn't know what side of the bed to piss on.
Yeah, you were smarter than me then, and you're smarter than me now, so don't blame me for how your life turned out. It's not my fault.
I don't blame you. It's not about you, you mathematical... He's a good kid, and I won't see you fuck him up like you're trying to fuck up me right now.
You push him, Jerry. If you ride him.
I am what I am today because I was pushed and because I learned to push myself.
He's not you get that?
Oof.
I was just leaving.
Damn.
Exactly.
That was incredible tension in that scene.
Yeah, very well acted, and yeah, they're having a different conversation than the other.
A lot of that stuff goes back a long way between me and him.
You really feel the history.
What is that?
This is your file. I have to send it back to the judge for evaluation.
Hey, you're not gonna fail me, are you? What's it say?
Want to read?
Why? Have you had any experience with that?
20 years of counseling. Yeah, I've seen some pretty awful shit.
I mean, have you had any?
Ooh.
My father was an alcoholic. Mean fucking drunk.
Wow.
He'd come home hammered, looking to wail on somebody. So I'd provoke him so he wouldn't go after my mother and little brother.
Damn. So they do have somewhat parallel pasts.
Yeah, he used to just put a wrench, a stick, and a belt on the table and just say choose.
Well, I gotta go with the belt there, Vanna.
I used to go with
Yeah, I got the belt plenty of times.
Why the wrench?
Just fuck him. That's why.
Your foster father.
Yeah. So, you know, what is it like? Will has an attachment disorder? Is it all that stuff? Is that why I broke up with Skylar?
I didn't know you had. Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
All right.
It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, Sean. Not you.
It's not your fault.
Oh my God.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm Will Hunting. Hear about a position?
Could you just have a seat for a moment?
This is beautiful, healing music.
Yeah. What a beautiful scene, man.
Really hit me hard.
Same.
Which one did you take?
It's one of the jobs the professor set me up with. I haven't told him yet, but I went down there and I talked to my boss and my new boss. He seemed like a good guy.
Go to California, dude.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Time's up.
So that's it? So we're done?
Yeah, that's it. You're a free man.
What if he doesn't want to be done?
Just want you to know, Sean, that
You're welcome, Will.
hope we keep in touch, you know?
Yeah, me too. I'll be traveling around a bit. It'll be a little hard, but you call that. I'll get back to you right away. Just gonna put my money back on the table and see what kind of cards I get.
Oh,
Hey.
he's healed too.
You do what's in your heart, son. You'll be fine.
This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Will.
It just violate the patient-doctor relationship.
Who gives a
Only
shit?
if you grab my ass.
Take care.
You too.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck, son.
I love that he calls him son,
Yeah.
like a surrogate father.
Hey, asshole.
What, bitch?
Happy birthday.
Totally forgot, huh, bitch? Fucking come on. I'm getting
21, right? No?
Yeah.
So I guess he's legally allowed to drink a beer?
Yeah, man.
Here's your present.
Come on, bro.
What?
If that's not brotherhood and loyalty, Aaron, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Got him a
man.
frickin' car.
21 now, so.
You're legally allowed to drink, so we figured the best thing for you. Kid,
All I
was
got
a
for my
car.
21st birthday
How you
was
like
This is like...
a sweater with a bullseye on it.
How'd you guys do this? Me and Bill scraped together the pots, and Morgan was out panhandling for change every day.
So what is it? A lawnmower? What do you got?
That's a straight fucking six.
Me and Bill rebuilt this engine ourselves here.
It's a good car, dude. The engine's good. Engine's good. Happy 21, bro.
It's great friends right there.
Very good.
Sean,
Me too, Jerry.
I'm sorry.
So where are you going? India, and China, and Baltimore.
I've been to one of those 3 places. I think you can guess which one.
You know when you'll be back?
Baltimore was fun.
Class of 72 is having a reunion in 6 months?
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Wasn't China? Wow.
One
Shocked.
day.
How about a drink right now?
It's a good idea. Come on. This one's on me.
Are you going to pay your tab off before you skip town?
Ready to go experience some of that life he was just talking to Will about now that he's healed. Oh. Maguire.
Why would he go pick him up if he has a car?
Are they at the same location?
No, they're not. But he said that line earlier about the day I go pick you up. But why would he still need to pick him up if he had his own whip?
Oh, right. He said, I hope you're not going to be there when I knock.
Yeah.
What do you think that note says? I have an idea, but I don't want to say it because I saw this movie a long time ago.
I think we're going to find out.
I'm going to say when it's revealed what my idea was, or what I think it was. Your talk possibly worked. He's like, I get to be in the front now. I'm the new Will Hunting.
Sean, if the professor calls about that job, just tell him, sorry. I had to go see about a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. He's going to California. Oh, I love
He stole my line.
it. Awesome. He's risking it all for love.
Doing it, not letting his
Love
trauma
conquers
define
all. The thing I truly remembered was the line, how you like them apples? I think that's one of the few things I remembered. But, wow.
Yeah.
So we got a mid-credits and a post-credit scene, right?
Oh, yeah.
For the franchise and all?
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. As I was just saying, if you are here on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube things. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the video. Most importantly, don't forget to
ring that freaking bell.
That way you can heal with us and you are notified whenever we drop videos like these. Also, if you are listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. We would appreciate it. And also special thanks to the fine folks over at Prepper for editing down these highlights so that way you could view it here on YouTube. We appreciate them so much. Aaron!
And Joseph.
How are you feeling? Are you self-healed now? Did Sean Maguire and Will do their jobs? Did you feel it? Did you feel something?
I felt a lot of things. Yeah, this movie was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's interesting watching this movie as an adult, kind of how I was saying in the opening, how movies and experiences change over time. I felt like this is definitely one that did that for me, especially now being, I guess, in between where Robin Williams' character is and where Will is, and how somebody's potential for success or what they want to be in life can be blocked or even they could get in the way of their own blessings because of their history, because of their trauma, because of their past, and learning that it's okay to feel your feelings. I feel like this movie really advocates and speaks to not letting things like your past, your fears, your trauma get in the way of love, get in the way of your future, or even the fact that men are okay to cry. Like, I think that's one of the beautiful things that we do here that allows us to express our feelings. And I hope that for both of us that we've kind of given you guys permission, the men out there, to express yourselves in a way that is not traditionally taught in the landscape of masculinity. It's this fuller thing that we kind of as men have been taught to not feel our feelings, to not cry. And me as a black man, me as a bigger man, I think that it's important to to allow ourselves to feel those things. I'm happy that this movie gave us the gateway. Someone who is from the streets of Boston, is from a hardened community, and was given the permission to know that it's not his fault, whatever happened to him prior to that. And that fear that's kind of guarded him, that's guided him his entire life, is not the thing that should control him.
For sure.
And he should be able to achieve the things he wants in life, and he deserves to have those things. And I feel like, yeah, that really resonated with me at a core level. So, yeah, I am extremely grateful and appreciated the experience of this movie.
Absolutely.
And Drew?
Aaron, I felt a lot while watching. It was an incredible experience. The performances, top-notch. Direction by Gus Van Sant, phenomenal. Cinematography, I just said Gus Van Sant. I meant the cinematography, who I don't know who the DP was. The score by Danny Elfman, very underrated. It's one of my favorite scores from him, by the way. I know, as I mentioned at the beginning, usually bombastic, heroic scores are usually my jam when it comes to Danny Elfman, or like an Edward Scissorhands, where you really get like that triumphant, tragic love theme, as you would in that type of film. But this really hit me in the feels as well. His score really got you expressing what I should be feeling, and I think that's what every great score should do. Let's start with Matt Damon really quickly, and I'll just pivot over to Robin Williams and the relationship that they formed, and the self-healing between the two of them, and then we'll get into the questions. I thought this film was just so beautifully done, and the messaging and the themes throughout, I feel really prevalent to just, I think, and speak for a lot of us, and myself as well, is just like, it's never too late to heal, no matter what type of trauma or past we've been through. And the case of Will Hunting, he is a brilliant mind, probably one of the most brilliant minds in the world, but he has a physical and mentally abused type of past that he has gone through, and nobody understands that until he meets Sean Maguire. And Sean resonates with that with him. Not only the fact that I love that we don't get the reveal that he actually had a somewhat similar past to him in that sense. He doesn't have the mindset in terms of the intelligence that Will does, although he is a brilliant mind in his own right as well.
Yeah.
But the difference between the two of them, while Sean is a very brilliant mind, not to the level of Will, of course, but brilliant in his own mind, the difference between the two of them is he healed at some point in his life, whereas Will had not, and he risked it all for love, and he chose to experience life, and that's what he was trying to do for Will. He was trying to give him a chance to live life, and he understood that, hey, man, I know what you've been through, and I want you to experience this beautiful gift that we have, is life, and I want you to get to experience the wonders, and don't read look, reading is great. I think that's wonderful, and your mind is great, but you can't live life by and get this cynical nature that you have by sticking your head in the sand or in a book every day. That's not how you live life. Like, you can do that, but you've got to go out and experience it, and I want that for you. And the way that, and the raw, intimate relationship that they had with each other, it was just deeply affecting. And every scene was so beautiful to watch. The way they explored these two characters and expanded upon them, it was just, you really felt something every second that you watched them together.
Yeah.
It really felt like a father-son bonding type of relationship the more that they grew attached to each other, honestly. I really felt that, that Sean really cared so deeply for this young man. And I think he saw a lot of, besides the fact that he really did care for him, he saw a lot of himself in Will. And again, wanted him to experience the things that he got to experience, even though he has, what do they say? To have loved and lost is better to have never have loved at all.
Yeah.
And he wanted that for Will. And I so touched and moved by that. Like, Sean, I know it's recency biased. I know I've seen the movie once a long time ago. I really feel like I had a talk with Aaron about this when we were at home the other night. I said, it's fascinating when you watch movies at different points in your life, and I used the film The Dark Knight Rises as an example. I said, I've had a love-hate relationship with that film. It's still a good film, in my opinion. I know a lot of people feel indifferent about that. It's definitely the weakest of the three, in my opinion. and I know this is a controversial thing, which I'm getting a little off topic. I think Batman Begins is the best one, although Heath Ledger gives the best performance in the 3 films, and that elevates that. But point I'm making is I went through a major depression throughout, I would say it was 2019, and when I went through that, I'm like, oh, I can... Granted, I can't resonate with Bruce Wayne because I'm not a billionaire, but I can resonate with how he's feeling throughout this film after the loss of Rachel. And I have not loved someone like he did and then lost her in the way he did and then found out she actually chose another man. I don't feel that, but I feel the depression that this man is really struggling with and going through. And that resonated with me. Now, because I'm at a different point in my life, I feel something a lot more relatable towards this film, and it hits me now on a deeper level. And now I like this film a lot more. It's a very bleak film, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate the depths that this film was willing to go to. I would say that about this film. I remember enjoying it. The couple things I did remember, but because I feel like I'm at, especially with recent events in the last few months, I feel like I'm at a much different point in my life than I've ever been. I feel like I listen a lot more. I feel like I am a more methodical person. I think on a deeper level. And this film hit me in a much deeper place than it possibly did 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago whenever I watched it last. So I would say this is one of, if not my favorite, Robin Williams performances. I like how just he infused a little bit of humor into the role, no doubt, but you could also feel the pain and struggle of this character as well. And this is one of, because usually with a Robin Williams type of role, I've seen him be dramatic in roles, but the way he was able to balance out those two things of pain, humor, and in just having that caring side to him was just incredible to watch. His versatility on hand. He is just a powerful actor at hand, just doing the work. And also Matt Damon, these two performances are just master classes of fantastic. And I think Robin Williams won the Academy Award, if I'm not mistaken. I think I remember him going up to win it. I don't know if Matt Damon did. I'm sure he was nominated. I remember the film winning some awards, but Matt Damon definitely deserved to be nominated. But their chemistry, I think, at the hardcore is the heart of the film. Yeah. I would say, as much as I appreciate the relationship between Minnie Driver and Matt Damon, I would say that is the heart of the film. And I think it was my favorite relationship of the film, the healing that they both got from each other. I think really quick, and then we'll get to the questions, because I know I'm going on a tangent here, because this movie really meant a lot to me personally. I think the thing that I learned a lot from this film is having such an important support system and learning that we can connect with others is a way of self-healing. It really does help, as opposed to trying to go through it all alone. And it's okay to in order to heal, is okay to seek forgiveness. And I think that was just beautifully executed and just done, and like, know your worth in life. And I think it was just beautiful. So well done. Yeah. The script was just beautiful. So I'm sure other questions are going to go into more of what we're talking about. So again, if you become a sexy reject, you can chime in on a lot of these questions that are being asked in front of us. So we're going to start right away here with Devin Valenzuela. Hey, rejects. This film absolutely destroyed me in the most beautiful way possible when I first watched it.
Same.
The honesty Matt Damon and Robin Williams put into their performances is incredible. But what struck me most about the film was the honest depiction of how men deal with their mental health and their approach to topics such as therapy, relationships, and masculinity. And it made me wonder how other men have interpreted these scenes. So what was the most impactful, memorable moment for you? And who do you think gave the best performance? P.S. Been watching since Suicide Squad trailer reaction back in 2016. Huge fan. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Ooh, that's a good one. For the most impactful, memorable, I think it's the two of them. They're both so damn good. If I had a gun to my head and I had to pick one, that's so freaking hard. Seriously, I would probably go Robin Williams, but it's not easy for me to pick that. That's hard, man. That's a really hard choice. I'd go Robin Williams. Just the way he was able to. The way he was able to really relate to Mike, the way he was able to relate to Will, and just viewed him not as a job and as a human being and really wanted what was best for him. And I really appreciated Robin's performance, and also the fact that Will was also healing towards him in a major sense, and that he was able to now go on and live his life. It was just such a beautiful emotional arc that went through with his character. So it was crazy. Like, being with Will was therapy for Robin Williams' character. I think it was just so touching and so beautiful. But what about you? Which performance was the one for you?
Ooh,
it's not easy.
I think Matt Damon did a great job of leading the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd have to echo your sentiments. I feel like Robin Williams did an amazing job as the supporting character. And I feel like I would have to say that because his scenes, his interactions were the things that made me cry most, because he was so grounded and so present in the movie. And whenever he was speaking, you really felt the history that he was talking about. You felt his love for Nancy, even though we never see a second of her on screen.
Good point.
We felt his sorrow. We felt his joy. We felt his memories of him talking about her farting so loud she woke the dog up, and then him taking the cover for that to not embarrass her. And yeah, I've never been able to, not that I've never been able to, but I feel like this is one of the strongest examples of feeling a character's love without seeing them engage in a romantic sort of environment or a romantic setting. You know, you saw this love story between the two of them in your head, and the way he's able to meet Will on that level when he was somebody who couldn't be cracked by anybody. Nobody can challenge him, but because he's patient, because he sees through the BS, he's there at the end. The only person probably in the world who could hold him and allow him to cry. Like, even though he loves Minnie Driver's character, I don't think that he's even ready to get to a level with her like that.
For sure.
But because he shares that pain, because he's able to see Will, I feel like he has that exclusive access into knowing him on that truer level.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's a toss up between the "it's not your fault" scene, the park bench scene where he puts him in his place, and then him telling him about his wife and when she farted, and like the story about how they first met. I believe that's the same scene, right?
And the rage too when he spoke about his wife too, and you see like he's a Southie, ready to get down if you speak about his wife too, like seeing that was within him.
Yeah, all those were good scenes. I would have to say the one that made me cry the most, that I felt the most, was the "it's not your fault." But I think that first scene with them on the bench really struck me.
That was amazing,
because he wasn't even trying to like make him emotional per se. He was really letting him know that you don't know as much as you think you do. And I feel like the way he was able to access that for him while showcasing some vulnerability on his own part before getting Will to be honest and vulnerable, because that's the whole intention for why they're meeting in the first place. I thought that was amazing. And yeah, this is something that I will rewatch definitely. This is one of those movies that I would love to show people, love to experience people with somebody, love to cry with someone. Yeah, men and women. Wow. But I think this movie is really resonant towards young men.
I'm glad we got to cry together on this one. I know we cried together on the Jennifer Gardner film with the kid from Jurassic World. I forgot what that movie was called.
Oh, Love, Simon.
Love, Simon. Thank you. But yeah, I think, Aaron, you just made a terrific point. This love story that we got to hear about Nancy, you really got to feel it in every single line that Robin Williams is giving us with lines of dialogue. And I really, like, when it comes to that kind of thing, a lot of times I say show, don't tell. And when it comes to exposition, and this was a rare time where I'm like, this is exposition that's done organically, because he's telling someone something that doesn't know it.
Yeah.
So it's a natural conversation, but he's also telling it in a way that we, the audience, can follow. It's like we can picture it in our head, this story he's telling us as well.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done exposition, as opposed to exposition to hit us over the head and like, you don't understand, audience. Let me help you out. to get the point across.
But it's also not an easy task. You can say those lines, sure,
100%.
but it takes a really strong actor, someone who's really grounded to be able to showcase
100%.
love and joy and grief and sacrifice all within your micro expressions
100%.
in a single frame without a ton of cutting. I feel like that's real masterclass acting right there. It's not just acting, it's living.
For sure. And I think like some of the beautiful direction as well in that particular scene you were talking about, the one where they were at the bench park and he was just allowing him to say, you don't know as much as you think you know. Everything you know is in a book. You haven't experienced life like I have. Granted, from the life of mental and physical abuse in that sense, but that's not living life. That's the harsher ends of life that you have experienced. We're talking about the beauty of life that you have not experienced yet. You have a cynical nature on life based on that and everything you have read and the great mind that you now have. So that's why you perceive such a cynical nature of the world. And I'm here to put you in your place right now in this moment, which I thought was a beautifully well done. Levels of dialogue that he was displaying in his acting prowess was on display. But the thing I just wanted to really quickly reiterate here and say, the way they had the camera close up on Robin Williams there, slow pan out, slow pan out, slow pan out. No reaction to Matt Williams, no reaction to Matt Damon, no reaction. And then after about 2-3 minutes, Matt Damon's reaction, nothing, speechless. Perfect.
Amazing.
Absolutely perfect. Like, I don't know where Ben Affleck and Matt Damon as well came with the idea to write that kind of dialogue. Phenomenal. It's phenomenal because at that point, Will had not really been speechless up until that portion of the film. So to see someone, to see someone really put him in his place in a place of, I understand where you're coming from and you are right. Someone gets me. It was really effective. Like for us, the audience, as well as Will. Just a beautiful scene.
It was.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the question. We appreciate it.
D Wood, I like to call movies like this struggle movie because I'm going through life's many struggles. This movie helps me feel grounded. Do you have a movie/movies like that where it helps you relate to things that are going on through or helps ease some emotions? Not sure if that makes sense. It does. Anyways, love the movie. Love that you guys are willing to share your feelings at the beginning of each of these reactions. Thank you,
D Wood. Do you have
watching?
I gotta think for a moment. Do you have any
movies that affect me? Yeah, I feel like 500 Days of Summer affects me. Perks of Being a Wallflower really affects me.
Haven't seen that.
I love both of those films. It's been a minute. I'm due for a rewatch because I feel like kind of how he mentioned earlier, different movies affect you at different times in your life and hit you in a different way based upon your experiences and your age. This one, exactly. But another one that I'm looking forward to revisiting is the Before trilogy, Before Sunrise.
Never heard of it.
Before Sunset and Before Midnight. Oh, it's great. It's Ethan Hawke. You've heard it. We've definitely brought it up.
Before you brought it up a couple days ago, I've never heard of it.
Oh, wow. Beautiful trilogy. That'd be a fun one to react to. Though it's not the most exciting movies, but they're very dialogue driven, very interaction driven.
Give me good stories.
Very good, great stories. But yeah, I would say those are the ones that come to mind in this particular moment because they are just so real. And my favorite types of movies that can make you laugh just as much as they can make you cry are just real and honest and vulnerable. So I feel like all those movies in those sense really represent that. And I won't go into the stories of each of the Before Sunrise or Before trilogy movies, but I feel like you gain something new out of each of them because of the type of conversations that are being had. But yeah, thank you so much, D Wood, for asking this question. I'd say those are the ones.
I would say it's hard to just come up with a list on the spot. I'd have to really think about and put some level of depth to where I want to channel myself. Certain times of my life where I know for a fact whenever I watch Click with Adam Sandler, I always cry when I watch that movie. Always. I'm probably got to imagine now, given recent events, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to cry a lot more watching that movie now, like way more. Trying to think what other movies. You guys saw what I reacted to The Flash. with the mom, I was bawling my eyes out. So I would say anything that's going to have a parent passing away, just anything that's going to affect me, where I really deeply care about the characters, something that's going to be thought-provoking as well, could affect me. Just, it all depends on context, I would say.
Yeah.
How the characters, how invested I am, what the context is, what the themes are. There's all different levels of things that can affect me. So I don't know if it's so much well, what was the question? Is it time of year or where I'm at in my life? It's where I'm at in my life, right? Is that what the question was? Life's many struggles?
Yeah, like what helps you relate to movies that you're going through.
I would say,
are there any movies that like that help you feel grounded or have like struggle in them, I suppose?
Say like what do I relate to the most? What am I feeling? How invested in the characters am I? I would say those are the things for sure. So, thank you, D-Wood, for the question. We appreciate you. And let us know in the comments what are some films, as D-Wood was just mentioning. All right, from TM, when you think about Will finally breaking down in Sean's office and hearing it's not your fault, do you think that moment was more about forgiveness or about finally feeling safe enough to be seen?
I feel like it's about being seen. I don't know if he necessarily had forgiveness on the brain per se. If anything, maybe forgiving himself for pushing people away rather than forgiving the people that have actually abused him.
Right.
And I also thought that when he was telling that story, it never, granted it's been a minute since I've seen it, but it never occurred to me that the kaleidoscope thing was like him being abused and his vision was like messed up because his dad beat him with like a wrench.
Good point.
So I'm like, wow, that's a really clever film way of showcasing something so brutal and so dark. But yeah, I feel like it's a combination of both, forgiving the self, but also allowing somebody finally in and him seeing him forgive himself, feeling safe enough to allow somebody to see you forgive yourself in that moment, but also feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. And you know, it was almost involuntary at that point because you felt his resistance towards actually hearing and feeling what Sean was saying.
Right.
And he finally just kind of broke down in this reservoir of years, of 20 years worth of tears and pain, just kind of came out, and Sean was there to hold and embrace that.
Right.
So I feel like that was really, really beautiful. So yeah, I would say a combination of both.
I would agree with that. I think I don't know if it was forgiveness towards the people that have done this. I think that goes to because there have been people who have really wronged me in my life, even family, that I'm still not at a level of forgiveness. I'm not going to go into depth. I know I made a comment like that. It's like, please give us more context. I'll just leave it at that. I want to be respectful here.
Explain yourself.
But having said that, I don't think it was about that. I think it was more forgiveness to himself. Like a lot of times Will deflects and he doesn't allow people in and he rejects them and pushes them out of his life. So I think he was more about forgiving himself and finally, as you mentioned, feeling safe enough to be seen to allow people. And yes, he does have his friends who, because they have shown loyalty to him his whole life, and those he allows in, but we're talking about the ones like for love, for instance. I think that was more about forgiveness for what he has done, like with Minnie Driver's character. And it's like, I'm ready to embrace life and forgive myself for that and ready to do this now.
Yeah.
So I think it was more about that in that moment, as opposed to going to forgive the people that mentally and physically abused me. Maybe at some point in life, now that I would imagine maybe 10, 15, 20 years, he's married with Minnie Driver's character. They have a family, they have kids. Possibility he could forgive them. Still a dark and awful thing that they did, but look at the beautiful life. It doesn't justify what they did, but look at the beautiful life I have now as a result, not as a result of what they did, but from all the things and all the healing that have come from this. I would say. So, thank you so much, Tim, for the question. We appreciate you.
Pierre the Reject. Hello, Aaron and Andrew. Hello, Pierre the Reject. Love this film. What is your favorite quote from the movie? The most notable quote is, "How do you like them apples?"
Yeah, that's the only one I remembered. What's my favorite quote? There were so many good ones. You'd think I remember it. Here, let's make
I don't
life.
have an exact quote,
here,
but-
let's make life a little easier for us.
Yeah, I got mine already.
Oh, okay. Why don't you go ahead?
It's not your fault.
It's got to be hard for me to get better than that, but that's a pretty good one.
I mean, it's the most. I feel like that's the most iconic one from the movie.
Yeah, I don't want to copy you, but that's pretty damn good. Oh, I love that one. The one where he's talking about his wife. People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff. And then we get to choose who we let into our weird little worlds. I'd go with that because, like, the fact that, like, that is love right there. You don't care what someone else does. He was trying to relate to Mike, like, I'm worried about this girl, like, not seeing the perfection in me, and then I'm not going to see her as this perfect thing. I have her on a pedestal. She's got me on a pedestal. It's like, dude, my wife farted and woke me up every night, and I didn't even let her know it was her. I let her think it was me. That's love. That's love.
Yeah, that quote specifically made me cry.
That is so damn relatable. Like, because so many people worry about the ones that we let into our lives that they're gonna let us go because they don't view us as these perfect things that we want them to see us as.
Yeah.
Oh, so touching. I like that one.
Cute. Very touching.
It's not your fault you didn't remember that line.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Thank you so much for the question, Pierre. We appreciate you. Matthew, from janitor to mathematical genius is quite the reveal of a secret skill. Do either of you have any fascinating skills outside the role you play in critical pieces to the best damn channel on YouTube? I say a lot of references. If you guys don't know, I'm not sure any of you were aware of that. Did you know that? No?
No, never heard of him.
Is there any secret talents? I can name all the presidents of the United States. I have in order.
That's a skill I didn't know about.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a secret talent though, but I do know.
I mean, I think the audience might know about being your other skill that you're proficient at.
Which skill is that?
Well, you're making a lot of sports references.
Sports,
baseball references in the movie.
Oh, I do know sports for sure. If you give me a year from 1980 to, I would say, 2010, I can tell you without looking it up. I could tell you any NBA winner and most likely who the MVP right now. Give me a year. 1980 to 2010. Just say a year.
1981.
I do have to pick 81. 81, I'm going to go.
You asked me to pick a year.
Yeah, but you have to go with that year.
You said any year. You gave me such a big window.
Boston Celtics over the Houston Rockets, 4-2. I'm going to go with Larry Bird was the MVP. Is my guess. You can go look it up. Let me know in the comments. Go ahead. What's your talent?
Well, I think I talked about it a few times on here probably, but yeah, outside of doing YouTube, I do acting and I am a poet. But another skill I have, if I were not on YouTube and now we're not acting, now we're not doing poetry, I would likely be a massage therapist. Yeah, I have a few people in my life that are massage therapists, and though I've never been to formal schooling, I have been told that I have the natural inclination for massage therapy, and I feel like I am kind of like how Will was talking about the pianos earlier, and he's like, some people can just read or just know it. I feel like that's how I am with like detecting like stress and like knots in the body.
For sure.
So that's my answer.
I was correct. It was 4-2, Boston Celtics, as you just saw, but I was wrong. It was not Larry Bird. It was Cedric Maxwell. So sorry about that, Roxy and Coy, my fellow geek chick. Apologize.
My God.
I was wrong, but that is one of my talents. I can tell you any from the 1980 2010. Okay. Let's go on to the next one here. Thank you, Matthew, by the way. Cody Price. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are a terrific team working together, truly. They won the Academy Award for writing Good Will Hunting. They wrote the underrated film The Last Duel. Never seen that. And now they have their own production company, Artist Equity, that has brought out such hit films as Air and The Accountant 2. Cool. Is there a particular genre or a particular IP you would like them to take on as either writers or producers? Is there a particular genre or a particular IP you would like them to take on? Yes, Batman and Robin.
As writers or producers? I know they're working on a film right now. It's like they're both playing cops in a movie. I think that comes out next year, so that's gonna be interesting. But they haven't done anything on screen together in a long time. You're saying writers, right? Yeah.
Air was phenomenal. I loved that movie.
Were they both in Air?
Air was directed by Ben Affleck, and he also played, I believe, the owner of Nike, and Matt Damon played Sonny Vaccaro.
That's right. They were both in that. That's right.
It was a great movie.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
I'm good with them sticking with. I mean, if they want to do some action films, by all means, they're both. I mean, you got The Accountant, Batman, and you also got Jason Bourne. If they want to do some action, hell yeah. Infuse a little drama as well, and so we can get some emotional pull and feel. I like when they would do drama, infused with some comedic beats as well, so we can get a little humor in there. But whatever they do, I will watch.
You know what? Like, can we look up how old Robin Williams was when he made Good Will Hunting?
We just got a few minutes here, but yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, it'll be quick.
How old was?
Because I want to see if
Williams
Matt Damon is older now than Robin Williams was when he shot it.
Was 45 years old in 97.
And how old is Matt Damon now? I'm guessing in his 50s.
How old is Matt Damon now?
55. Wow, 10 years older than he was, than Robin Williams was. I would want a Good Will Hunting sequel where Will is now the mentor teaching some other kid.
But you still feel the weight of the loss of Sean, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
If they did that, I'd definitely be fascinated to see. I would be there.
You make the circumstances a little different, but yeah, him embarking the wisdom, knowing that, Will has kind of grown, but is now in a position to help another kid who's maybe not exactly the same as Will, but like is proficient in some other area, helping him heal. I think that'd be great.
It's not the same thing, but it's a little reminiscent to Mr. Miyagi's gone and Cobra Kai, and now Daniel's taken up the mantle, and now we see how he is reacting to the situation.
Exactly.
And, yeah, no, for sure. I'd be down. All right, we got two more things really quickly here. Clayton Crook. Son of a bitch, stole my line, was completely improvised as well. I guess the crew laughed and loved it so much they kept it in the final cut of the film. R.I.P. Robin Williams. To copy off of Happy, Sad, Confused Pod. What's an actor that just makes you happy every time you see them on screen and makes you feel warm and happy? Robin Williams is perfectly acceptable answer. I totally get it. Laugh out loud, he's mine. Well, Clayton, he's also mine too. It does not matter what the film is. I'm always so happy to watch Robin Williams. Mrs. Doubtfire, usually my go-to. Aladdin, just listen to him for hours. And I would rewatch that movie so much as a kid just for the genie alone. Same thing with Mrs. Doubtfire. There's a movie, too, that a lot of people did not care for, but I was so touched by the film. It was directed by same director as Mrs. Doubtfire in the first two Harry Potter films, Chris Columbus, called Bicentennial Man. It was a very dramatic film.
I saw that as a kid. I need to rewatch it.
But doesn't matter whether Robin Williams was in a comedy or a dramatic film. He always just hit me with the touch. Dead Poet Society. It's just Good Morning Vietnam. It's been a long time since I saw it, but dude was so freaking versatile. Such a great freaking actor. I would say, too, another actor that always makes me feel, at least made me laugh hysterically, so we'll go with Happy. I'll say Jim Carrey, or mid to late 90s, always made me go hysterically laughing, so I would say Jim Carrey. What about you? Anyone in particular?
Yeah, I mean, granted, his repertoire is a lot more diverse now, but I would love seeing Will Smith every time he popped up on the screen. Who else? Bernie Mac was also great every time I see him pop up on the screen. Very good.
Yeah, just like that little bit he had in the first Transformers, he was so funny. He was only in like 5-6 minutes. He's so funny. He's such a standout in that movie.
Martin Lawrence as well also makes me happy. Yeah, I would say those are my three right now.
Good choices. All right, let us know in the comments who are your choices. All right, last thing here we have from Tara. Trivia. Fun fact, the story Robin Williams tells Matt's character about his wife farting was completely improvised in the moment, which is why Matt's reaction appeared so genuine.
That's great.
Dude, Robin Williams, the way this man was able to improvise, that's incredible. Even if that was written down, the way he was able to express that and explain that, like I truly felt like Aaron and I and us, the audience, were there and could paint a story of Sean and his wife in bed going over these things. But the fact that Robin was able to improvise that and still make me feel like I was there in his head, God dang, he's such a good actor.
Yeah, it was really impressive. That was a great scene.
Yeah, amazing movie. Really hit me in the feels. I loved it so much. This is one of the better I'm not going to say dramedies. No one call it a comedy. One of the better dramas. It had a lot of resonating themes. Powerful performances by Matt Damon, Robin Williams. Also want to give Ben Affleck as well. He had a great performance. I loved him as a friend. Really looked out for. He's a good friend. Really cared about Will and I think he was a real one. I also liked Minnie Driver as well. I love that she was not judgmental in any way, and she was extremely fine. I loved her accent as well. So I'm so happy that in the end he chose to pursue love and live life. And I think there was something so timeless and so beautiful about this film. Great job by Gus Van Sant, Danny Elfman, the whole crew, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck writing. Beautiful, beautiful film. Aaron, any final thoughts?
No, it was great. I call the sentiments Rotten Tomatoes.
Critics, I will go 95%. Audience, I will go 92%. 95, 92.
97, 94.
God! 2%?
2% on both.
Dead! Sometimes I hate Rotten Tomatoes.
You were very, very close, friend.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Anyways, thank you guys. If you stuck with us this long, we appreciate you. And yeah, let us know in the comments what are some other films like Good Will Hunting or just other films in general you would like us to react to. And also, is this Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Robin Williams, is it your favorite performances of theirs? Their best films. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care. Remember, it's never too late to heal or forgive yourself.